classes, and this is part 1 of this lesson, right? As you are already aware about the differences between breathing and respiration, because I have taken this the differences, I have already taught you the differences between breathing and respiration when we were reading about the respiration, how the process of respiration takes place in plant. Okay, so there we have already gone through the concept of breathing and respiration. Just a few seconds on what I have told in that lesson, which gives you a clear picture, the clear-cut difference between breathing and respiration. Okay, since here this lesson basically deals with breathing, not with respiration, and previously in the previous lesson we have read about how the process of respiration takes place in plant. Okay, so breathing is only the intake of a respiratory gas, and the respiratory gas is what? Oxygen. And it is the exhaling out of another respiratory gas which is known as the CO2. Okay, so oxygen is taken by the process which is known as inhalation. Okay, so oxygen is taken by the process inhalation, or there is another name for inhalation, that is inspiration. Okay, the other name for this is inspiration. Okay, and the CO2 which goes out of the body is known, the process is known as exhalation. Okay, and other name for exhalation is expiration. Okay, so you can call that taking inside of oxygen and giving out of CO2 is breathing. Okay, and or you can say that the exchange of respiratory gases through our respiratory system is breathing. Okay, sorry, the intake, the process by which we take oxygen and exhale CO2 out is known as breathing. And during this process, when this O2 is taken inside, it passes through certain body organs which comes under respiratory organs. So there is exchange of gases, the oxygen is taken inside the body and CO2 goes out of the body. Okay, CO2 बाहर निकल जाती है और जो ऑक्सीजन है वो सारी की सारी ऑक्सीजन कहाँ पे आ जाती है? It comes inside. Okay, so that is exchange of gases. Now this oxygen which is taken by the process of inhalation, it is used in the body cells for the oxidation of food. Okay, so it is involved for oxidation of food. Okay, and oxidation of food releases what? It releases CO2 plus H2O plus certain amount of energy, and this CO2 goes out by the process of exhalation. Okay, so this all concept we have already learned. Now when we combine breathing with oxidation of food in the body cells, then the process is known as
Respiration.
respiration. Okay, and one more difference I have told you. Anybody remembers that difference between breathing and respiration? One more difference I have said you, I have explained you in that lesson, respiration in plants, in the introduction class of that lesson. Anybody remembers it? Yes, Jyoti Meena, Rajnandini. Yes, you are all here present.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, it play a important role in maintaining our organ system.
It plays an important role, but actually I just
मैम आपने तो बताया था कि वो सेल में होता है. रेस्पिरेशन टेक्स प्लेस इन cells, cytoplasm, and breathing only occurs till the lungs, trachea.
okay, this can be a difference that breathing इसके पहले मैं जो उसके पहले जो एक गर्ल ने बताया आंसर, आपने जो बताया that was actually not the answer, the appropriate answer for the question. आप एक जनरल बात बता रहे थे कि what happens, okay, during respiration or breathing, but the question was you have to say the difference between breathing and respiration. See, breathing आप अभी जहां पे भी बैठो, आप जब योगा करते हो, आप इनहेल करते हो ऑक्सीजन और एक्सहेल करते हो, उसमें आपको क्या फील हो रहा है? योर ओनली द रेस्पिरेटरी ऑर्गन्स आर involved. Okay, so all the respiratory organs, they are present in your chest cavity or the thoracic cavity. Okay, तो वहां पे जो organs है, they are only involved in breathing. Okay, but when we talk about respiration, for respiration the whole body is involved. Okay, because from the lungs, when oxygen reaches the blood takes it to the different body cells all over our body. Okay, and all the body cells are involved for oxidation of food. So we can say that for breathing only the respiratory organs are involved, whereas for respiration the whole body is involved. That includes the respiratory organs, the transportation takes place according with the help of blood. Then the cells, all the body cells are involved for the process of oxidation of food. Okay, so here is one another difference. Anybody remembers another difference? कोई और डिफरेंस याद है जो हमने ऑलरेडी डिस्कस किया था? Yes, बच्चों. Any other difference that you remember? The other difference for that was that
मैम रेस्पिरेशन में एनर्जी रिलीज होता है, एटीपी फॉर्म होते हैं, और ब्रीथिंग में नहीं
ब्रीदिंग
होता।
में, हाँ, ब्रीदिंग में कोई भी एनर्जी रिलीज नहीं होती. गुड. ओके, एंड एक और डिफरेंस आपको मैंने तब बताया था कि ये अभी आपने जो बोला, दैट इज ऑल्सो अ डिफरेंस. ओके, 3 डिफरेंसेस हमने पढ़ लिए हैं. द फोर्थ डिफरेंस इज दैट इफ यू रिमेंबर, आई हैव टोल्ड यू दैट ब्रीदिंग इज अ फिजिकल प्रोसेस. बताया था ना आपको, ब्रीदिंग इज
यस
अ
मैम,
फिजिकल प्रोसेस विच ओनली
रेस्पिरेशन इज
इन्वॉल्व
केमिकल प्रोसेस।
physics. Respiration is both physical and chemical process because respiration involves breathing also. ठीक है ना? तो respiration physical chemical process दोनों है, whereas breathing is only a physical process because it only involves inhalation of oxygen and exhalation of CO2. So this was all about the outlook of breathing and respiration. Now the concept of your exchange of gases. Okay, ये exchange of gases क्या होता है? So simply that concept you have in your mind, that when the when the capillaries distribute, when the arteries get distributed, it makes capillaries, it get branched into capillaries. Capillaries are direct in contact with the cells. ठीक है? Okay, and in the capillaries what is present? Blood is present. Now yes, एक minute. Yes, Edwin ने एक और लिखा, large number of enzymes are used during the process of respiration. How can you forget this point जो एडविन ने लिखा था, क्योंकि हमने इतने सारे तो अभी एंजाइम्स और रिएक्शंस पढ़े थे पिछले वाले चैप्टर्स में. ठीक है ना? जबकि ऐसा कुछ उसमें नहीं होता है in the process of breathing. This point is also right. Okay, so here this now the blood has what? When the oxygen is inhaled in the body, okay, then the blood is rich in oxygen. Okay, so the blood is rich in oxygen, right? Okay, now the oxygen, it has mixed in the blood. From blood the diffusion has taken place in the body cells. Diffusion of what? Diffusion of oxygen, because during inhalation, when the blood is taking after inhalation, when the blood is distributing respiratory gases towards the cell, the concentration of oxygen will be higher during distribution. ठीक है? So since the concentration of oxygen is higher in the blood as compared to the cell, therefore due to the difference in the concentration, the oxygen will move from a region of higher concentration, that is blood, to the cell. Okay, so this is what? This is also diffusion. ये भी एक diffusion है. ठीक है ना? which is exchange of gases, and just its opposite will take place when the cell will undergo the process of oxidation of food. Then CO2 will be released. So CO2 is more in the cell, so its concentration is higher in the cell. So what happens? The capillaries which take CO2 from it, okay, all the capillaries will join. These capillaries will join to form larger
Vein.
vessel, which is vein. ठीक है ना? ये और ज्वाइन करेंगे किसको बनाने के लिए? वेन्स को बनाने के लिए. Okay, they will join to form vein, right? Okay, now if we see, after oxidation of food, the concentration of CO2 is higher here, in the cell as compared to the blood vessel. Okay, यहाँ पे blood vessel में आपका जो concentration है CO2 की वो कम है. Therefore, due to diffusion, due to the difference in the concentration of CO2, the CO2 will move from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration. Okay, so CO2 will move from here to here by the process of diffusion. So this is also exchange of gases. Now this is only one set of exchange of gases. ठीक है, ये एक set है exchange of gases का which takes place across the cell, जो cell के across होता है. There is another exchange of other set of exchange of gas that plays across the alveoli. Okay, you all know that a bunch of grape-like structures are present inside the lungs. Okay, you already know what are alveoli. So if I make the the structure of alveoli like this, okay, there are certain
Popcorn-like structure.
yes, they are certain grape-like structures. Okay, so balloon-like structures, you can call them as balloon-like structures, and they are richly supplied by the blood vessels and their branches. Okay, so different capillaries are present in its branches. उसके अंदर जो है उसकी जो है capillaries present है. Okay, similarly here. Right. Okay, so these are the different capillaries. Now if I draw a single alveoli, अगर मैं single एक ही alveoli का एक diagram बनाती हूँ, तो suppose it is somewhat like this. Okay, एक tree के जैसे. Okay, so इस tree में हमने we have added what, the capillaries. हमारी ये capillaries बन गई. Okay, now this alveoli, this is what? This is alveoli. Okay, so this alveoli is richly supplied with capillaries, and the capillaries are of two types. One will distribute oxygen to the alveoli, to the walls of the alveoli, and other will capture CO2. Okay, one will transport oxygen to the walls of alveoli and other will collect carbon dioxide from all alveoli. ठीक है, so here if I draw two types of capillaries, अगर मैं दो तरह से capillaries बनाती हूँ, तो suppose करो कि ये मैंने pink वाले से, जो pink line है, इससे I have drawn the capillaries which are taking what, which are carrying oxygen. Then I use a yellow chalk for what, for making another capillaries across the alveoli which carry which type of blood, the CO2, the blood which has CO2. Okay, so when blood is present more, when more amount of blood is present in, sorry, when more amount of oxygen is present in blood, it is known as what, it is known as, कौन बताएगा? Yes, the blood which has more concentration of oxygen is known as what? Yes, students? Oxygenated. Very nice. Yes, very nice. So it is known as oxygenated blood. ठीक है, उसको क्या कहेंगे? Oxygenated blood. Okay, and the blood which is rich in CO2, that is known as
Deoxygenated blood.
Deoxygenated blood.
ठीक है ना? So some of the capillaries, the red one are carrying the oxygenated blood, whereas the yellow one are carrying the deoxygenated blood. Okay, so here the walls of alveoli, they are designed in such a way that they are very thin, and they can easily facilitate the exchange of gases. Okay, so therefore the other set of exchange of gases takes place where, across the alveoli. Okay, so this was about the exchange of gases and breathing. So this is the whole intro about this lesson, what we are going to learn in this lesson, right? Okay, so let us start our lesson by the first process, which by breathing. Okay, and for understanding breathing we should have a knowledge about the respiratory organs, right? Okay, anything to write from board? Should I rub it?
Yes, ma'am.
ओके,
मैम जस्ट 1 minute.
इतना मैंने मिटा दिया, देख लो। ओपन योर टेक्स्ट बुक्स, पेज नंबर 268, पेज नंबर 268. Okay, so when we talk about the respiratory organs, we should know the different respiratory organs which are present in lower group of organisms. ठीक है ना, lower group of organisms से हम start करेंगे कि उसमें respiratory organs कौन कौन से होते हैं, ठीक है ना. Okay, should I rub it now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So when we see the respiratory organs, there are different kinds of respiratory organs are present, and the type of respiratory organ purely depends on the body organization of the organism and the complexity of the body design. The lower group of organisms have simple respiratory organs, whereas as we move towards the higher group of organism, we will find a complex respiratory organs. Okay, and lungs. You all know that whenever we study about evolution, okay, whenever we study about diversity, we start from the lower invertebrates and we move up to the higher group, which is the last group is mammal. Okay, and the common example for mammal is ourselves, that is human beings. So human beings have lungs as the respiratory organ. So we'll start with the lower invertebrates. ठीक है ना, lower invertebrates में what are invertebrates? Invertebrates are the organisms which lack a
Vertebral column.
column. ठीक है ना. So lower invertebrates में एक तो आ जाएगा आपका sponges, ठीक है, then coelentrates, ओके ये जो है स्पॉन्जेस, coelentrates, और आपकी बॉडी में एक और हाँ जो फ्लैटवर्म्स भी है. यस, ओके. सो these sponges, coelentrates and flatworm, they, because their body organization is very simple, so in their body the body the respiratory organ, uh, a true developed a well developed respiratory organ is lacking. So therefore there is simple exchange of gases by the process of diffusion. Okay, so here there is no such respiratory organ present, and simply the gaseous there is exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide by the process of simple diffusion. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे सिंपल डिफ्यूजन. ओके, नाउ द नेक्स्ट वन इसमें जो आपके दिए हुए हैं दैट इज अर्थवर्म एंड इंसेक्ट. ओके, सेकंड है आपका अर्थवर्म और थर्ड है आपका इंसेक्ट. ओके, डू यू रिमेंबर व्हाट इज द रेस्पिरेटरी ऑर्गन इन अर्थवर्म? वी हैव ऑलरेडी लर्नड इन क्लास 7th. Yes,
Skin.
yes, skin. So whenever you write skin, and if we talk about earthworm, we have to
Moist
write
skin.
moist skin. ठीक है, so that should be moist skin. So that is why you have seen that many times, you have seen that earthworm, they are very slimy. Okay, they always shine and they have a slimy layer. So that moist skin always help in exchange of gases. That is also diffusion only. Okay, but here the respiratory organ is what? The respiratory organ is what? Moist skin. ठीक है ना. ओके, देन विल कम टू इंसेक्ट. इंसेक्ट भी हमने क्लास 7th में पढ़ा हुआ है. दैट इज द सिस्टम ऑफ ट्यूब्स एंड स्पाइरेकल्स. ठीक है ना. सो
ट्रैकियल ट्यूब।
हाँ ये ट्रैकियल्स होते हैं और यहाँ पे स्पाइरेकल्स भी होते हैं। ओके, सो हेयर द ट्रैकियल ट्यूब्स, यहाँ पे आएगी आपकी ट्रैकियल ट्यूब्स, यहाँ पे स्पाइरेकल्स भी होते हैं, जैसे कॉकरोच हो गया आपका, ठीक है ना, तो स्पाइरेकल्स भी प्रेजेंट होते हैं। ठीक है, नेक्स्ट विल कम टू वर्टिब्रेट्स। ठीक है, अब हम वर्टिब्रेट्स पे आते हैं। अच्छा, यहाँ पे शायद आर्थ्रोपोड्स और वो भी रह गया ना आपका,
यस
एक्वेटिक।
मैम, मोलस्क।
हाँ, आर्थ्रोपोड्स, ठीक है, आर्थ्रोपोड्स एंड मोलस्क। Okay, so arthropods and mollusk and this arthropods में तो देखो इंसेक्ट जो है वो आपका आर्थ्रोपोड में भी आता है। ओके, और मोलस्क कौन से और ग्रुप ऑफ ऑर्गेनिजम्स हैं which have shells, ठीक है ना, and arthropod is that particular group where you can find the large number of insects in it, ठीक है ना। तो बहुत सारे ऐसे आर्थ्रोपोड्स भी होते हैं जिसमें प्रॉपरली डेवलप्ड गिल्स भी प्रेजेंट हैं, ठीक है। एंड मोलस्क, सिंस दे आर शेल्ड एंड मोस्ट ऑफ द मोलस्क लिव फॉर देयर लिविंग दे नीड वाटर। ओके, और कभी भी कोई ऑर्गेनिज्म अगर वाटर लिविंग है तो और वो डेवलप भी है तो उसमें जो रेस्पिरेटरी ऑर्गन आएगा दैट विल बी व्हाट, दैट विल बी गिल्स। ठीक है, तो ये हो गया अब आपका गिल्स। नेक्स्ट आ जाते हैं हम फिफ्थ वन पे, एंड हियर विल स्टार्ट विद द वर्टिब्रेट्स। तो वर्टिब्रेट्स में आपकी फिशेस आ जाती हैं। ओके, सो फिशेस से सिंस दे लिव इन वाटर सो दे आर प्रोवाइडेड विद व्हाट, गिल्स। ठीक है, नेक्स्ट हम आ जाते हैं एम्फीबियंस पे। Amphibians, since they live on both land and water, so if we take the example of frog, हाँ, frog का अगर हम एग्जाम्पल लेते हैं तो गिल्स भी होता है। जो टैडपोल होते हैं ना, फ्रॉग्स के जो न्यू वन या यंग वन, वो गिल्स से रेस्पायर करते हैं। जब एक प्रॉपरली डेवलप्ड फ्रॉग बन जाता है मेटामॉर्फोसिस के बाद, तो उसमें गिल्स, उसमें उसका जो स्किन है, स्किन आपने देखा होगा, स्किन के अक्रॉस एक्सचेंज ऑफ गैसेस तो होती है, बट अ वेल डेवलप्ड रेस्पिरेटरी ऑर्गन इज प्रेजेंट विच इज व्हाट, क्या प्रेजेंट होगा एम्फीबियन में? लंग्स होंगे कि
lungs and gills both will be there.
दोनों होंगे, ठीक है। सो दे आर प्रोवाइडेड विद गिल्स और लंग्स, एंड इफ दे हैव डुअल मोड ऑफ लिविंग, जैसे कि हमारा फ्रॉग है उसका एग्जांपल, तो टैडपोल में गिल्स रहेगा और जब वो लैंड वाले हैबिटेट में आ जाएगा तो उसमें गिल्स भी होती हैं, ठीक है। सो ये एम्फीबियंस। देन वी कम टू रेप्टाइल्स। रेप्टाइल्स में since they purely live on land, so there the respiratory organs are lungs. Reptiles may be, and here also we can write birds, and here we can add mammals, ठीक है। So all of them are provided with lungs. Okay, so this was all about the different respiratory organs which are present in the लोअर इन्वर्टिब्रेट्स। यहाँ तक तो हमारे लोअर इन्वर्टिब्रेट्स थे, ठीक है ना, यहाँ तक ये थे हमारे, सॉरी, लोअर इन्वर्टिब्रेट्स में ये था, ठीक है ना। फिर हम यहाँ पे आए इन्वर्टिब्रेट्स, ये थोड़े हायर इन्वर्टिब्रेट्स आ गए हैं। लोअर इन्वर्टिब्रेट्स में स्पॉन्जेस, सिलेंट्रेट्स एंड प्लेटफॉर्म्स है, ठीक है ना। देन यहाँ से हम आ गए हैं आपका, इधर से हम वर्टिब्रेट्स पे आ गए हैं, ठीक है ना। ओके, सो नाउ लेट अस मूव टू द ह्यूमन रेस्पिरेटरी सिस्टम। Okay, so you all have your books in your hand, and now through that book, with the help of your book, you can track down the different respiratory organs which are lined one after other and which forms the whole human respiratory system. Okay, so let us start with the external nostrils. हमारे nose में जो holes provided होते हैं from where the oxygen enters and CO2 goes out, they are known as, उनको क्या कहेंगे?
Nostrils.
Yes, they are known as external nostrils. Okay, so these are meant for taking oxygen inside and exhaling CO2 out of the body. Okay, so now the second one. Now
Nasal passage.
external, yes, the external cavity, the external nostril leads to a passage where the oxygen is taken inside. So that is known as nasal passage or nasal chamber. ठीक है, सो सेकेंड आपका आ गया नेजल पैसेज. ये दोनों जो है आपकी बुक में ड्रॉ नहीं है, ठीक है. थर्ड वाला भी वहां पे ड्रॉ नहीं है. ओके, सो यहाँ से आपकी जो बुक में दिया हुआ है दैट इज फ्रॉम योर एपिग्लॉटिस, ठीक है ना, एपिग्लॉटिस से दिया हुआ है. बट नेजल चेम्बर के आगे आएगा नेजोफेरिंग्स. ओके, द थर्ड वन इज नेजोफेरिंग्स. Okay, then the fourth one, the pharynx leads to what? Pharynx leads to glottis. Glottis leads to trachea. Trachea leads to bronchi. Bronchi, now here the bronchi get branched. Okay, जो bronchi है वो branch हो जाता है. So bronchi की जो branch होती हैं they are known as bronchioles. Okay, and bronchioles get branched. First the bronchi get branched and it enters the lungs. Okay, और last में हमारा जो seventh आ जाएगा that will be the alveoli. ठीक है, लास्ट में जो हमारा आएगा वो क्या होगा? alveoli. ठीक है, so let us see what happens in these different the organs which are lined one after the other, which forms a part of human respiratory system. So as I've told you earlier, the external nostril, they help in taking in oxygen and exhaling CO2 out of the body. Now when during inhalation the oxygen is taken in from the external nostril, the oxygen passes to a passage which is the nasal passage, and this nasal passage is just above your buccal cavity. ठीक है, आपके बकल कैविटी और नेसल पैसेज दोनों में वॉल आती है बीच में. ठीक है, नेजल चेम्बर से आगे एक्सटर्नल नॉस्ट्रिल से आगे जो जगह जाएगी वो है आपका नेजल पैसेज. ठीक है, जहां से ऑक्सीजन अंदर की तरफ जा रही है और CO2 बाहर निकल रही है. एंड उसके नीचे जब हम फूड एनगल्फ करते हैं माउथ से, तो माउथ में जहाँ पे फूड रेस्ट करता है, जहाँ पे वो मैस्टिकेट होता है, दैट इज व्हाट, दैट इज योर बक्कल कैविटी. ठीक है, वो आपकी बक्कल कैविटी. सो देयर इज अ वॉल बिटवीन द नेजल पैसेज एंड द बक्कल कैविटी. बक्कल कैविटी नीचे है, नेजल पैसेज ऊपर है. ठीक है, ओके. नाउ कमिंग टू दिस एरिया, व्हेन द फूड इज स्वॉलोड. ठीक है, जब फूड स्वॉलो हो जाता है, so the place where the food is swallowed, that is known as the nasopharynx, where the nasal passage is attaching itself to the pharynx. So in many books you will find only pharynx word, तो वो भी गलत नहीं है. नेजल पैसेज के बाद जो ट्यूब आ रही है, ट्यूब का जो फर्स्ट पार्ट होता है, that is known as the nasopharynx. Okay, and here this part is the place where the food mixes with oxygen. ठीक है ना, because whenever we are eating something, that is also getting inside inside the esophagus. And ऐसा तो नहीं है कि while eating we don't breathe, we breathe also, we breathe continuously. So oxygen is also getting inside it, inside the body. So oxygen and food both mix up here in the region of nasopharynx. ठीक है ना. Now coming to the glottis. Okay, so glottis is actually the tube which is the opening of the respiratory tube. Okay, when the nasopharynx, actually the pharynx leads to another tube which is known as trachea. Okay, pharynx leads to another tube which is known as trachea, and the trachea, they are kept in the upright position they are supported by C-shaped cartilaginous rings. Okay, and these C-shaped cartilaginous rings, they extend to bronchi and bronchioles also. So you can find in the diagram में आपको दिख रहा होगा कि जो trachea है, trachea is what? Trachea is this whole tube. Okay, so this whole tube is trachea and its upper end is known as glottis. ठीक है, okay. Now what happens when the food जो आ रहा है वो buccal cavity से आ रहा है, okay, and जो एयर आ रही है वो आ रहा है नेजल पैसेज से. दिस एरिया, इस एरिया को हमने क्या मार्क करा था? इस एरिया को हमने मार्क किया था नेजोफेरिंक्स. ठीक है, सो व्हाट happens so that the food don't get inside it, फूड इसके अंदर नहीं जाए. तो इसमें क्या होता है, there is a flap. अगर मैं थोड़ा सा इसको बड़ा करके बनाऊं तो यहाँ पे एक flap like structure present होता है. Okay, so this flap like structure and this is your trachea. ठीक है, ये trachea है. This is what? ये आपका glottis है. ठीक है, this glottis is covered by a flap like structure and this is known as epiglottis. ठीक है, एपिग्लॉटिस होता है. ओके, सो अब क्या होता है कि जब भी फूड आता है तो फूड के प्रेशर से ये जो इसका फ्लैप है ये इसके ऊपर ओवरलैप हो जाता है, मतलब सॉरी उसके ऊपर पूरा ही आ जाता है, कवर कर देता है ग्लॉटिस को. दिस एपिग्लॉटिस कवर द ग्लॉटिस ड्यू टू द फूड प्रेशर. ओके, एंड इट गेट्स, दिस माउथ गेट्स क्लोज्ड and the food passes to the esophagus. Okay, so epiglottis is very important because it prevents the entry of food inside the food pipe. ठीक है, आपकी food pipe क्या है? Trachea. ठीक है, so food pipe के अंदर food ना घुस जाए, sorry food pipe नहीं, wind pipe, अब बोल भी नहीं रहे. Food pipe is your esophagus, this is wind pipe, so that this is wind pipe, so that the food don't passes in the windpipe. The windpipe or trachea, its upper opening which is glottis is covered by a flap like structure which is epiglottis. ठीक है ना, तो इस तरह से ये. और ये जो trachea है, trachea it remains in the upright position by because it is supported from front. अगर हम अपनी बात करें तो फ्रंट के साइड से यहाँ पे ट्रैकिया जो है वो सपोर्टेड होता है कार्टिलेजिनस रिंग्स, जो कि फ्रंट से ऐसे होती हैं, फ्रंट से ऐसे होती हैं. ठीक है ना, और पीछे वो ओपन होती है. ठीक है, so these cartilaginous rings they are not only present in the trachea but they are present where they extend up to bronchi and bronchioles also. So the bronchioles don't collapse in the lung, they remain extended, they remain at their own position because they are supported by the C-shaped cartilaginous rings. Okay, so bronchioles के extension तक, last तक भी यहाँ पे ये cartilaginous rings जाती हैं और उसके बाद जो last का point होता है extension, वहाँ पे cartilaginous ring खत्म हो जाती है because वहाँ पे balloon like structures आ जाते हैं जिनको हम क्या कहते हैं, alveoli. ठीक है, so अब यहाँ पे एक आपका आता है वॉइस बॉक्स. ठीक है, एक टर्म आता है आपका वॉइस बॉक्स. वॉइस बॉक्स इज व्हाट? द larynx. ओके, एंड larynx इज द अपर पार्ट ऑफ ट्रैकिया. ये मैंने पूरा ट्रैकिया बनाया. ठीक है, तो इस ट्रैकिया में ये जो ऊपर पार्ट है, दिस वन, okay, this is known as what? This is known as the larynx. Okay, and other name for larynx is what? The other name for larynx is voice box, because अभी मैं भी बोल रही हूँ, आपको सुनाई दे रहा है, तो यहाँ पे आपको दिख रहा होगा कि something is coming out. Or when other people speaks and if you just see, if you see yourself when you speak in the front of mirror, you can see something, it is coming out and going. And if you keep your this hand here, okay, you will feel certain vibration while speaking. So these vibrations are due to certain vocal cords which are present inside the lungs, which start vibrating, okay, which vibrate, and because of that vibration, the sound, when the air passes through the vibration, it produces sound, okay. So larynx is the first part of trachea, then it leads to trachea, okay, and here the trachea supported by the cartilaginous rings, okay. Now at the lower side of trachea you can see the trachea divides, trachea जो है lower side पे जाके two branches में divide हो जाती है. This is trachea and it gets divided into two branches, okay, and the two branches are known as bronchus. They are known as bronchus, okay, and each of the bronchus, ऐसे bronchus बोलेंगे, फिर अगर सिंगल सिंगल बोलना है तो bronchi बोलेंगे सिंगुलर में, ठीक है, कंबाइंड बोल रहे तो bronchus बोलते हैं, ठीक है. Now each of the bronchus they enter the lungs. Each of the bronchus it enters the lungs. This is the left lung and this is this one is the left lung, this is the right lung, okay, and here you can make the branches. एक्चुअली जो ब्रांचेस जब बनाने हैं ना उसको मैं और वहां पे इस तरह से बनाती हूँ. ब्रांचेस बनाने का एक तरीका है, जैसे ये आपके लंग्स हो गए, तो यहाँ से व्हेन द ब्रोंकस एंटर्स जस्ट यू गो ऑन डिवाइडिंग इट इनटू टू. आप हर एक ब्रांच को दो में डिवाइड करते जाओ, ओके, जैसे ये आई, ये दो हो गई, फिर इसको आपने अगेन दो में डिवाइड कर दिया, ठीक है, again here it is divided into two, here again it is divided into two, so go on dividing two, every branch will divide into two, so the entire, it will cover the entire area which is present in the lungs, okay, and at the extension of the this is bronchus, this is what, bronchioles, okay, and here the grape like structures which are present at the extensions, okay, these are what, these are the alveoli, okay. So this was all about the human respiratory system. So let us see from the book also, book में भी आप देख सकते हो, okay. Now some extra things are written in the book, let me explain that. Okay, now suppose this, okay, so here on the lower side of the lungs there is a flap like structure which is known as diaphragm, okay, this is diaphragm, okay, and this muscular flap like structure, this dome shaped structure, it separates this particular area into upper, which is known as the thoracic cavity, and the lower side is known as the abdominal cavity. Okay, so diaphragm is a flap-like structure which separates the chest cavity, or the other name thoracic cavity, with the abdominal cavity. Chest cavity is the place where your heart as well as your lungs are present, ठीक है ना. So between the lungs you can see in your book the heart is also drawn. So the two important organs which are present inside the thoracic cavity is your heart as well as your lungs, okay. So ये wall के diaphragm act as a wall which separates the thoracic cavity with the abdominal cavity, जो इन दोनों को सेपरेट करता है. ओके, एंड एक और बस बताना है कि जो लंग्स होते हैं, lungs are covered by a membrane which is known as pleura. ओके, लंग्स को एनवलप करके रखती है डबल मेम्ब्रेन विच इज नोन एज प्लूरा. ठीक है, ओके, एंड दिस प्लूरा, मैम आई एम प्रेजेंट. Okay, so this pleura, actually there is a fluid between the membranes of outer pleura and inner pleura, so that whenever the ribs are moving inside and outside, there is a friction, there is the friction gets reduced. ठीक है, ये जो प्लूरा है मेम्ब्रेन, इट इज प्रोवाइडेड विद फ्लूइड, इसमें फ्लूइड होता है, और जब भी रिब्स आगे और पीछे मूव करती हैं तो ये प्लूरा की जो फ्लूइड है, इट मिनिमाइजेस द फ्रिक्शन सो दैट द रिब्स कैन इजीली मूव अप एंड डाउन. ओके, एंड दिस लंग्स are present in a cage. That cage is known as rib cage. Okay, lungs, जो आपके यहाँ पे lungs हैं या हमारे lungs हैं, mammals के lungs हैं, वो एक cage में present होते हैं, enveloped by the cage. That cage is known as rib cage. Okay, so it is already 9:54. So if you have any doubt regarding today's class, you can please ask here so that we can end up our class. Right, students?